All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Berachah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, over very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Hakim out here pushing his gospel and truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. It's the brother Quana Wath from the Arizona Great Millstone Camp. Come back at you, Lord will, with edifying lesson through spirit and power. Lord will, it is edifying, Lord will, straight to the point. And it's like you, man. Bear with me, a little under the weather, man, so I'm kind of out of breath, But yeah, nonetheless, I do want to start with this right here, in Habakkuk chapter 2. I'll start at verse 1. It says, and I will stand upon my watch. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And that's exactly what we're supposed to be doing, right? We're supposed to be watching, paying attention, right? We don't want to be caught off guard, right? We don't want, to basically be caught with our pants down, man, meaning that we're not prepared, for what is coming, right? Scriptures say the prudent man foreseeth the evil, right? And how do you foresee something, right? You watch, you pay attention, right? So again, that way you're not caught off guard, as it's commanded of us in 2 Esdras, the 9th chapter, the 1st verse, right? Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And we do that by looking at these events, that are happening in the earth, and filtering them through the scriptures, right? Which will allow us to know and understand the times that we are in, right? And as we do so, we understand that we are in the time, of Jacob's trouble, right? We are in the time, right, at the fulfillment of Revelations chapter 3, verse 10, Jeremiah 30 and 7, right? As well as, Revelations 13 and verse 16, right? Where Edom is ultimately going to force the masses to take the charagma. This is the time that we're in, and we're going to grab that after, right here in a minute, right? Verse 2, it says, and then Yahweh, Bahashem shall answer me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it, right, man? In the scripture, as we're commanded, right? We're commanded, to break the scriptures down, right? As easy as possible, right? To make it that is, speaking words that, that are easy to, to be understood, man, so that way, again, people can understand, right? And know, right, the times that we are in, right? And it says right here, verse 3, it says, for the vision, for the vision, right? Which you go into that word vision, it goes into prophecy, right? It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, right? And we're in that time. Again, we're in the time of Revelations chapter 13, right? And verse 16, right? Beginning at verse 16, right? It's coming to fruition, man. Let's grab that real quick. This is Revelations chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, right? And we understand that mark, right? The Greek word charagma, right? Which we know that is, speaking on the RFID microchip, right? The little rice grain, right? That they're ultimately going to be, putting in people's hands, right? They have a brain chip that they're putting in people's, excuse me, how you doing? This is good. They have a brain chip that they're putting in people's heads, which is all part of, the MO to the TB, man. It's like your phone kind of wigged out, man. But nonetheless, right, again, that mark, right, goes into the Greek word charagma, right, which we know is the RFID microchip, man, which again, here soon, again, the masses are going to be forced to take it, right, forced to, ultimately get this implantable C-hip, right, in order to participate in the near future, right, as it says right here in verse 17, it says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, right? So you're here soon, right, as the World Economic Forum had stated, in a I guess like a message, or a tweet or something like that, they stated that you're gonna have to take the implantable C-hip in order to participate in society, man. And again, and seeing articles like that, seeing videos, which I'm about to play a video, we'll end out on the video, that ultimately prove, the time that we're in, right? Prove, that not only that, right, what the charagma is, because you got a lot of, other camps, man, that are pushing, wayward doctrines and telling you that the MOTB is really anything other than what it truly is, right? Which again, it is the RFID micro C-hip, the little rice grain, as well as, the little brain C-hip that they're ultimately going to be putting inside you, right? That they are putting inside people as of right now. The human trials, for Elon Musk, were ultimately approved. So, and they've been putting in people, right? So, steps are being taken, right, towards, the actual implementation, the forcing of this little, little rice grain, right? And right now, which we're about to watch the video, you gotta now they're doing, your facial, your face scan as, a way to pay, right? They're doing the Amazon Palm one, right? All up in these Whole Foods, right? I think it was like 200 plus locations already have it, right? And it's going to continue to grow, right? They're going to want to put it in all their stores here soon, right? And then you're going to get major stores such as Walmart and stuff like that ultimately, hop it on the bandwagon, man. But this is the time that we're in. We'll go back to Habakkuk, finish that out, and we'll watch the video, close out. It's Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak." And it's speaking, right, again, by these many different articles and, different tweets coming from, the global elitists, and so on and so forth. Everything is ultimately falling in place, man, according to prophecy, man, which is beautiful, right? When we see these things, we rejoice, man, because we know that we're at the end, right? It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry." That's right, man. We're right around the corner, from that time, right? From Jacob's trouble, from the forcing of the charagma, man, right? So stay ready, right? Continue to pray, continue to remain in the faith, man. Prove your faith by the works, and Lord will, we're going to get out of here soon. So with that, Lord will is edifying, Lord will straight to the point. I'm going to play this video and we'll get out of here.
If you've got a face, MasterCard thinks you've got everything you need to make contactless payments in supermarkets. I'm going to find out more.
Today we are announcing completely new biometric checkout program. What it does is it allows you as a consumer to pay with your face or pay by waving your hand when you check out from a physical store.
The one question I've had about biometrics is if I forget my password, I can change my password. I've only got one face. So what is the risk that my face becomes compromised and suddenly, I can't get a new face?
The way it works is your registration, when that is done for this program, actually tokenizes your credentials. So your face and the details of your face actually never leave your device.
Excellent. Can I see that now in a demo? I'm very excited to see this. I've heard a lot about this checkout system, so could I hold up a photo, let's say, of my brother, who looks a bit like me? Could I hold up a printout of his face, a photograph, to try and trick this? Or is there more technology built in that makes that impossible?
There's more technology that's built in that makes that impossible. So we have multiple layers of security and privacy controls embedded both in the hardware and the software technology that's scanning. Right? So it has to be a 3D image, and then all of the algorithms that are built when we are tokenizing that biometric data are all built to be able to identify the right person for that right payment card.
Who owns the data about my face? I appreciate it's stored as a fingerprint, as an ID, rather than as a replicable photograph of my face. But where is that stored? Do I keep that? Does a retailer keep that? Do you keep that?
Great question. the data, first and foremost, gets abstracted and tokenized. The underlying biometric data gets deleted. So the only thing that remains is a token, a representation of the biometric data. That gets encrypted, and then that's getting stored by whoever is operating the biometric checkout system.
Can I have a go?
You certainly can. Yeah, you asked so many questions, we skipped that part.
Okay, I'm at the checkout. I've got a basket full of beans and bananas. I'm going to register my face. I'm going to get registered. Fine, let's set it up. Okay, so I'm going to scan my face. Shall I hold it up? I'm so happy to be buying bananas. Okay, and I can use any of these?
Any of those cards?
I feel like a platinum person today. Finish. So I'm all set.
You're all set.
So that's the registration portion of this done. There I am, look.
There you are.
Excellent. Okay,
Okay.
so next step. I'm at the terminal. Oh, that was quick. That was it, right?
That was it.
And I made a saving. I don't think I have any more questions. My face clearly is my debit card, so thank you very much for that.